Yo, Al-Amin. Al-Amin in the building. If you're intellectual, bruh, you saw the title. This is all about spiritual independence, right? You want to gain your spiritual independence. You don't want to be governed by someone else's laws, someone else's rules, someone else's ways of thinking, someone else's modalities of thinking, someone else's way of life. Because you have a whole different spiritual build. Like when you came into this world, like you have a natal chart. You have, there's been an energetic personality that's been imprinted on your soul when you came here. It's like a rubber stamp. It's like boop, approved. Soul may pass. Go on to the world. But with that being said, you're supposed to apply spirituality in this world that is with the river, meaning like the river is going this way. You gotta swim this way with the energy. You can't swim against the energy. You can't swim against yourself. So a lot of people in this life be like against themselves. A lot of people hate themselves. They hate who they are. They don't want to be who they are. They want to be something else. They want to trade the spiritual identity for something else in this physical dimension. They want to be something else that they saw. Whether, a Muslim wants to be like Khalid ibn al-Walid and wants to like go conquer shit. You know what I mean? Like, you're not them, bro. Why is you living according to someone else's thoughts and someone else's feelings? Like, what is wrong with you? You have your own thoughts. You have your own feelings. Why are you going after Muhammad's thoughts and feelings? He's an artist, bro. The guy is just trying to create his own shit. He created a religion. Go create your own religion. Yo, it's free spirits out here. You're not gonna get struck by lightning if you do that. Like, people be even afraid to the point like people have no spiritual independence. People are afraid of their own thoughts, man. People are afraid of their own thinking. People are like, no, I better not think this way. I better not think this way. I'm gonna get hurt. I better not think this way. God will not be pleased. I better not think this way. Allah will not be pleased. But for you to gain your spiritual independence, you have to understand that God is not just this almighty good being. He's not necessarily good. God and the devil are the same thing. Two different sides of the same coin. Sun and the moon. The pendulum swings left and right. It sounds weird, but it's like God is the devil and the devil is God. They both, in this dimension, they have like a power sharing deal essentially. You know what I mean? So, for you to gain spiritual independence, you're really gonna have to get to know yourself to a very high degree. Because right now you're lost into someone else's thoughts and feelings. You're lost into someone else's lights that they created. Like, it's like imagine just looking at the stars, right? And you're seeing all these different mentors, all these different teachers, all these different warriors and whatnot, and you're just lost in them. You're lost in their light, but their light can be like really dim, like really, really dim, and their light doesn't even align with yours, bro. Your light just is something else. Like, you can't be like somebody else because you're an idea from God. God has a lot of ideas. So there's many souls, many spirits, but it's like you're not separate from the thing. There isn't like, oh, I'm gonna punish you. No, it's like you're from God. It's like you're part of it. You're part of the whole thing. You're part of the universe, dude. So for you to gain spiritual independence, you gotta kick that fear out of your mind, yo. You gotta kick that fear out of your mind, like all these Abrahamic fear-based religions that are getting you to go attend worship that is based on fear. That's messed up, bro. Bro, that's messed up. Why do you do that to yourself? Why? Why do you go pray with fear, man? Like, the Abrahamic spirit doesn't play around. The Abrahamic spirit does want you to worship it. The Abrahamic spirit does want you to like exalt it. The Abrahamic spirit does want you to like stroke its ego kind of shit. But you gotta understand, I'm saying specifically it's an Abrahamic spirit. I'm saying it's a spirit at the end of the day. Use a spirit, bruh. Use a spirit. Like, this sound was weird, yo, but it's to the point where it's like you can become that god. Like, you can basically become a god. You can start your own dimension. You can start your own reality. But there's a reason why all of us is here. It's because we all still learning. We all spiritual babies. Like, The thing is, we'll never be able to create the reality that we want as spirits, to create a reality of love and harmony and peace, because you're still following the Abrahamic spirit, which is a god of war. This was happened. The Abrahamic spirit is something that manifested during a time of war, during a time of holy war, during a time of ignorance, during people like, or people were desperately looking for something. Take that in, people were desperately looking for something. So if anything appeared, you would have taken that. You wouldn't even know. Like, yo, spirits just be playing all kinds of games on people, yo. Like, there's some spirits out here that is trying to mess you up. There's some vampires out here that's trying to like suck your energy. Some energy parasites out here. And, you know, sometimes they manifest themselves in the form of people. You know, it could be the person you're in a relationship with. It could be like as simple as the cashier. But point being is like, don't live in fear. For you to gain spiritual independence, don't live in fear. Stop this fear-based worship. This shit should be taboo. This shit should be banned from the religious world. What do you mean you're gonna go to the mosque and you're gonna go pray because your Abrahamic spirit told you that you was gonna go to hell and you was gonna die? What the fuck is that? What kind of loving God does that shit? Like in the New Testament, it'd be like, in the Old Testament, it'd be like a bloodthirsty God, and then from the New Testament, it'd be like a fucking all lovey-dovey God. Like, bruh, they telling you straight up. They telling you that God is the devil and the devil is God. It's the same shit, and you're the devil and you are God. You are both man, it's both good and evil. But you're here to transcend that nature. You're here to take that shit to the next level. You're here to transcend above duality. You're here to transcend above light and darkness. Niggas is stupid out here. These religious guys, they just wanna be all in the light, but they don't even, to the point where it's even like backwards. Like they think they're worshiping the light, but they're actually worshiping the darkness, and they don't even get that. They have to actually elevate themselves beyond these two dualities, these two natures, this yin and yang that you're experiencing in this dimension. But they don't realize that they don't have any actual knowledge. Like Muslims, the shit that you're practicing is very, very, very weak. It's very weak. And I'm not even saying this out of hate, but you know this shit, dude. You can't even silence the demons in your own mind. You can't even silence those negative thought forms that come into your mind, bro. You average in these streets. You naked average, bro. You average and naked in these streets. So what do you mean you got the greatest God? What do you mean you have the final books? You guys ain't got shit. Muslims, you ain't got shit. I'm sorry, you ain't got shit. The hype, all the hype y'all be on is nothing. Y'all hyped up over nothing, over air. Like, take back your power. Be spiritually independent. Realign yourself with the energies. Realign yourself with your own solar plexus first. Realign with the chakras. Realign yourself with the universe. And then transcend duality. Transcend both good and evil. Now that's what we're really here to do. We're to transcend both those natures, both good and evil. We're not supposed to choose one over the other. See, that's the trick that the devil got. That's the trick that God and the devil got. It's like... That's the trick that the devil and God got. God got you going to the light. You thinking that you're somehow on the angel side. You're about to transcend. And these Luciferian Americans motherfuckers, or everyone on the planet, they be thinking, oh, they're worshiping the devil. The devil on this dimension is more powerful than God. It's easier for you to manifest the powers of the devil in this dimension. So both those guys are idiots. Both the religious guys and the anti-God guys. The guys that run this game, the spiritual game, are the guys who stand above duality, both darkness and light. Now that's some real shit you'll never hear in a mosque or a church. Salameen beauties, take care, motherfuckers. Love y'all.